Hello, welcome back to Health Journey, where we work together to find the simplest yet most practical solutions to protect health in old age. Today, I want to begin the video with a truth that may shock many older adults. After age 60, a large waistline is not just an issue of appearance or body type, but in fact hides a serious health hazard. That's right. Excess belly fat is the fuse for a series of dangerous diseases silently developing in your body without you even knowing it. When belly fat accumulates, the body gradually loses its ability to use insulin, and that is the doorway to type 2 diabetes. According to data from the CDC, obese people are 7 times more likely to develop diabetes than those with normal weight. Once blood sugar is out of control, complications show no mercy. Blindness, kidney failure, stroke, even limb amputation. All can strike simply because we ignored seemingly harmless signs like fatigue, thirst, or sugar cravings. What is even more concerning is that more than 80% of people in the prediabetes stage have no idea they already have the condition. This means that right now, your body may be silently deteriorating from the very meals you eat every day. But the good news is you are not powerless against this condition. Many studies show that if you choose the right foods at the right time, you can reduce belly fat, improve insulin sensitivity, and push back the risk of diabetes without having to depend on medication for life. In this video, I will share with you 5 familiar foods, easy to find in any supermarket in the US, but with the ability to switch on self-healing, help stabilize blood sugar, and prevent dangerous complications. So, stay with me until the end of the video, hit subscribe so you don't miss valuable content, and share it with your friends so that many other older adults can benefit as well. Thank you sincerely for accompanying us. Your presence is the very motivation for Health Journey to continue spreading positive messages about senior health to more people. After understanding that belly fat and insulin resistance are the silent fuse leading to diabetes and its complications, the question is there any food small enough, familiar enough, but capable of becoming the gatekeeper that helps us bring blood sugar back to a safe level? The answer lies right in those green and purple fruit boxes in American supermarkets: blueberries. Blueberries are usually only as small as the tip of a finger, yet their inner strength is astonishing. Many studies have shown that their deep blue-purple flesh is rich in anthocyanins, natural pigments that not only give them their dark color, but also help muscle cells. Here clearly the signal of insulin. When this signal is restored, sugar in the blood quickly moves into cells to create energy, instead of floating in the blood and raising blood sugar levels. This is why people who regularly add blueberries to their diet tend to have more stable blood sugar compared to those who don't. Not only that, blueberries also contain quercetin, an antioxidant that soothes blood vessel walls, reduces inflammation, and limits the formation of atherosclerotic plaques. For those who have lived for years with high blood sugar, this is a great advantage because blood sugar and vessel walls are in constant conflict, leading to serious complications such as blurred vision, numb feet, and even stroke. Choosing blueberries means you are giving your blood vessels a natural protective layer, gentle yet lasting. One point that especially reassures older adults in the US is that the glycemic index, GI, of blueberries is only around 53, much lower than tropical fruits or sweet desserts. This means you can enjoy a bowl of blueberries without worrying about your blood sugar flashing a red light right after a meal. For those who already have to restrict too many foods, this is truly a delicate gift from nature. The ways to use blueberries are extremely flexible, fitting the lifestyle of older adults in America. For a quick breakfast, simply wash a handful of fresh blueberries, mix them with rolled oats, add some ground flaxseed, and top with unsweetened Greek yogurt. In just 3 minutes, you have a complete breakfast. Fiber to slow sugar absorption, protein to keep muscles strong, and healthy fats from flaxseed to keep you full longer. For those who are busier, blending blueberries with almond milk and half a banana creates a smoothie that is both sweet and tart balanced, light on the stomach, and provides enough energy until noon. If you like an afternoon snack, try putting a handful of frozen blueberries into a thermos with a few almonds. After a few hours, when thawed, the berries remain plump and refreshing like a natural sorbet, a perfect replacement for starchy, sugary cakes. This is how many older adults I've met have managed to stop unhealthy snacking habits. A budget-friendly tip without losing nutrition: buy blueberries in season, wash, drain, and freeze quickly. This process preserves nearly all the vitamin C, fiber, and most anthocyanins. That way you'll have a clean fruit supply year-round at a lower cost. However, always prioritize organic or certified safe varieties, since blueberry skins are thin and pesticides easily cling. For older adults, the long-term buildup of chemicals can burden the liver and kidneys. Another important note: avoid dried blueberries coated with sugar or syrup. The added sugar can be 3 times higher than in fresh fruit, enough to destroy all your efforts to control blood sugar after just a few servings. Interestingly, quite a few older patients who came to see me in California shared that they never thought such a tiny fruit like blueberries could make such a big difference. But after a few weeks of adding a bowl of blueberries to breakfast or replacing an afternoon sweet snack, many noticed more stable blood sugar, lighter bodies, and a fresher spirit. One 72-year-old woman once said, "I don't feel like I'm on a strict diet, I feel like I'm enjoying a gift every day." And that is the most valuable thing. Healthy food not only heals the body, but also nourishes feelings of joy and satisfaction in daily life. In short, blueberries are not just a fun snack, but a purple gem that helps older adults stabilize blood sugar, protect blood vessels, and provide clean energy for the day. Instead of sugary cakes or tropical fruits that spike blood sugar, just one bowl of fresh blueberries in the morning or afternoon is enough for you to feel the difference. And more importantly, it is a small change that brings sustainable benefits in the journey of keeping blood sugar safe and preventing diabetes. When it comes to controlling blood sugar, many people often think they must overhaul their entire diet and cut back drastically in order to see results. But the truth is, sometimes it is the small, simple choices that create the biggest impact. A tiny snack, easy to carry, yet powerful enough to keep blood sugar from dancing erratically. That is exactly what older adults need in daily life. And almonds are a prime example of that strength. Just a small serving of about 28 g or around 10-15 nuts provides nearly 14 g of healthy fats. These fats act like a slow-down system, helping sugar from food enter the blood gradually, preventing the pancreas from having to suddenly pump out too much insulin at once. For older adults, this is an important cushion, since the pancreas no longer works as efficiently as in youth. In addition, almonds contain about 75 mg of magnesium, a mineral scientists call the key that allows cells to open their doors to sugar. With enough magnesium, muscle, liver, and fat cells take in glucose more quickly, reducing the amount of sugar floating too long in the blood and damaging blood vessels. Another plus that makes almonds the ideal companion is their abundance of fiber and plant-based protein. In each 28 g serving, you get about 5 g of fiber and 6 g of protein. Fiber wraps around food, forming a soft gel layer that slows sugar entry into the blood, while protein sends the enough signal to the brain, cutting sugar cravings for hours. Thanks to this, after meals you no longer fall into fatigue or sleepiness from rapid blood sugar drops, nor do you keep opening the cupboard for cookies or candy in the afternoon. Ways to eat almonds are diverse and fit well with the busy lifestyle in the U.S. The simplest is to slowly chew 10 almonds with a small green apple, a crunchy, sweet tart, and easier to digest combination. For a light breakfast, you can sprinkle sliced almonds over oatmeal or unsweetened Greek yogurt. For those who enjoy creativity, try blending 30 g of almonds with 600 ml of warm water, straining through a cloth to make homemade almond milk. Creamy, nearly sugar-free, while adding protein and minerals after a walk or light yoga session. To enrich meals further, you can add almonds to salads. Mix roasted unsalted almonds with arugula, a few slices of orange, and a drizzle of olive oil. You'll find the nutty flavor balances the sharpness of the greens, while vitamin C from the orange helps absorb magnesium more effectively. For dessert, try lightly crushing roasted almonds, sprinkling them over unsweetened yogurt, and topping with a few fresh blueberries. Each ingredient anchors sugar in its own way, helping the insulin response after a meal become smoother. However, almonds need to be consumed the right way. Always choose roasted, plain, unsalted, unsweetened types. Honey-coated, chocolate-covered, or salted versions can turn the benefits into burdens. Salt raises blood pressure, added sugar ruins all your efforts at glucose control. For those with kidney disease who must limit potassium or phosphorus, almonds should be kept to 5-7 nuts per day. A small tip is to boil them in water for about 1 minute, then dry, to reduce minerals before eating. In addition, since almonds contain a moderate amount of oxalates, those who have had kidney stones should drink a glass of water along with them to reduce crystallization risk. A small habit with big effects is always carrying some almonds in your pocket or a small container. When sudden hunger or sweet cravings hit, just a handful is enough to provide fuel for cells to burn energy steadily, keeping the stomach full, the mind alert, and the blood vessels clear. These three things, long-lasting satiety, mental sharpness, and vascular health, are the foundation for older adults to gradually push back insulin resistance and keep diabetes outside the door. In fact, many older patients in the US who tried eating almonds regularly every day have shared. They managed their blood sugar more easily, slept better, and had fewer sweet cravings. One 68-year-old man said, "I used to think being healthy meant eating a harsh, restricted diet, but just adding a handful of almonds changed my body completely." These simple experiences prove that change does not need to be extreme, just small steps taken in the right direction. You see, almonds are not a magic pill, but they are an important piece in the larger picture of overall health. A small handful each day is enough to keep the stomach full, help insulin work more effectively, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce the risk of complications. Like many other gifts from nature, almonds remind us that strength often comes from the simplest things. And it is persistence with these small habits that is the true secret to living healthy and joyful in the later years of life. Once you have built the smart snacking habit with almonds, the next step is to find yourself a clean carbohydrate to start the day. For older adults, breakfast is not only the time to fill an empty stomach, but also the moment that determines whether blood sugar for the entire morning will stay steady or rise and fall erratically. And on the list of good carbohydrates, whole oats, especially steel-cut oats, are always considered the top choice. Unlike refined grains, oats are firm and retain their entire bran layer, which contains a great deal of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. When mixed with water, this fiber expands into a smooth gel that surrounds the food mass in the intestine, acting like a gentle barrier that slows the rate at which sugar enters the blood. As a result, after breakfast, blood sugar does not spike sharply and then crash, but rises gradually so that the pancreas can produce just enough insulin. For those who are tired of blood sugar spikes after eating white bread or baked potatoes, the gentle effect that oats bring is truly a relief. Not only do they keep blood sugar stable, the beta-glucan gel also pulls bile salts out, forcing the liver to use bad cholesterol in the blood to make up for it. This means LDL levels gradually decrease, reducing the risk of atherosclerosis and heart attack, the very complications that every diabetic fears. Another advantage is that the glycemic index, GI, of whole oats is only around 45, nearly half that of baked sweet potatoes. This allows you to consume carbohydrates in the morning without worrying about feeling sleepy at 10 a.m. because blood sugar dropped too quickly. Turning this coarse grain into breakfast is extremely flexible. If you like convenience, simply prepare it the night before. Soak 3 tablespoons of oats with 150 ml of almond milk, add a handful of fresh blueberries and a spoon of chia seeds, cover and refrigerate. The next morning you already have a soft, mildly fragrant cold porridge, with beta-glucan ready to act as a shield for blood sugar. If you prefer something hot, cook oats with 3 times the amount of water for 10 minutes. Then add a few crushed walnuts, sprinkle a little cinnamon powder, and top with a few apple slices. The mild sweetness of cinnamon not only enhances natural flavor, but also helps the body become more insulin sensitive, while walnuts provide omega-3 to keep blood vessels flexible. Those who want a longer-lasting breakfast to avoid snacking can add a spoon of mung bean or chickpea flour, doubling the protein content while still being gentle on the stomach. However, not all oats are equally good. Instant oats that cook in just 1 minute have been crushed, with the bran layer almost gone and beta-glucan levels greatly reduced. Their glycemic index shoots up to 65-70, making the stabilizing effect on blood sugar almost disappear. Worse, many are pre-mixed with sugar, syrup, or flavorings, causing blood sugar after breakfast to rise as quickly as drinking a can of soda. Therefore, if you choose oats, prioritize whole oats or steel-cut oats, which take longer to cook but in return provide lasting protection for the body. One important note: let natural flavor do its work. Instead of adding sugar or honey, take advantage of cinnamon, natural vanilla, or low-sugar fruits such as green apples or mulberries. The mild sweetness and warm aroma not only make the dish more enjoyable, but also help you gradually adjust to the rustic taste, reducing dependence on refined sugar. For those just transitioning from bread or potatoes to oats, start slowly. Begin with 2 tablespoons per day, accompanied by a glass of warm water to help the intestines adjust to the higher fiber content. Change does not come overnight, but with just 6-8 weeks of persistence, many older adults have reported clear benefits. Calf cramps decreased significantly because the body no longer lost too much potassium from frequent urination. The waistline became slimmer thanks to longer satiety and less snacking, and especially HbA1c test results, reflecting average blood sugar over 3 months, could drop a level without needing to increase medication dosage. Some patients have shared that they felt confident again when controlling blood sugar with a simple breakfast, rather than relying only on a long prescription. Thus, whole oats are not only a healthy breakfast, but also a natural shield protecting the body from blood sugar fluctuations and cardiovascular complications. They prove that older adults can absolutely enjoy carbohydrates, as long as they choose the right type and prepare them correctly. A bowl of oatmeal every morning not only helps stabilize blood sugar and strengthen blood vessels, but also provides peace of mind, knowing that you are actively taking control of your health, one meal, one day at a time. After having a filling breakfast with whole oats, many people often ask, so what about leafy greens? Is there one that truly deserves to be prioritized in the journey of controlling blood sugar? The answer is yes, and the most outstanding name is spinach, a leafy green that may look fragile but actually holds a treasure of nutrients that older adults should add to their daily meals. The special feature of spinach lies in a rare antioxidant compound called alpha-lipoic acid. Unlike many other substances, alpha-lipoic is both water and fat-soluble, allowing it to easily slip through the membranes of liver and muscle cells, clearing out free radicals and making the insulin doors open faster. When the doors open, sugar from the blood enters the cells more easily, reducing the situation of sugar circling around in the blood vessels and causing long-term harm. For those facing insulin resistance, this is a big advantage because it helps insulin work more effectively without needing to increase medication doses. Alongside alpha-lipoic is an abundant amount of natural potassium. Just 100 g of spinach contains more than 550 mg of potassium, almost equal to a large banana but with virtually no sugar. Potassium helps balance sodium, relax blood vessel walls, and keep blood pressure stable. This is particularly important as insulin resistance and high blood pressure often go hand in hand, forming a dangerous pair that threatens the hearts of older adults. In addition, magnesium, folate, and vitamin K in each green leaf also play roles in helping the pancreas produce insulin more smoothly, while supporting the repair of small blood vessels, preventing them from gradually weakening with age. The wonderful thing about spinach is how versatile it is to prepare. You can turn it into many delicious dishes without much effort. One simple way is to lightly sauté a few slices of garlic with a spoon of olive oil, then quickly stir in the washed spinach. Add a bit of black pepper and turn off the heat right as the leaves turn emerald green. This quick stir-fry not only preserves flavor but also helps retain most of the alpha-lipoic and vitamins. If you prefer freshness, try mixing raw spinach with apple cider vinegar, a few crushed walnuts, and a handful of roasted sunflower seeds. Apple cider vinegar helps reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes, while the nuts add healthy fats and a longer-lasting sense of fullness. For busy mornings, spinach can also be turned into a refreshing green smoothie. Just take a handful of leaves, half a green apple, 1 spoon of ground flaxseed, and 200 ml of coconut water. Blend for 2 minutes, and you'll have a drink that is easy to digest while providing fiber and plant-based omega-3. This option is especially useful for those who have difficulty chewing vegetables or are tired of the repeated oatmeal porridge. That said, spinach does come with a few points to note. Because it is rich in vitamin K, this vegetable can affect the effectiveness of blood-thinning medications. If you are on such medication, you should consult your doctor to adjust the dosage appropriately or distribute your spinach intake evenly throughout the week instead of consuming a large amount in one meal. Also, do not boil spinach for too long. Just 3 minutes is enough for potassium, folate, and many vitamins to leach into the water, while alpha-lipoic is also largely lost. The best methods are to steam quickly or stir-fry lightly, and the remaining water can be poured into soup or over rice to avoid wasting nutrients. For longer storage, wash, drain, divide into small portions and freeze. When needed, toss the frozen spinach directly into a hot pan. The green color remains and the taste is nearly unchanged. A handful of spinach each day. Whether stir-fried quickly, turned into a refreshing salad, or blended into a smoothie, can contribute to improving insulin sensitivity, stabilizing blood pressure, and keeping blood vessels more flexible. When alternated with other foods such as almonds, blueberries, or oats, spinach becomes the perfect piece of the puzzle, helping build a diet that is both diverse and friendly to blood sugar. For older adults, sometimes health does not come from complicated things, but simply from small habits, steadily repeated every day. And spinach is indeed one of those simple habits that brings long-term value. After having accompanied blueberries, almonds, whole oats, and spinach, today's journey will stop at the final gift, a fruit that may be small but uplifts both blood sugar and spirit. That is passion fruit, a fruit Americans often associate with summer, but for older adults it can become a golden companion in keeping blood sugar stable. A ripe passion fruit, its skin slightly wrinkled with a gentle fragrance, is in fact a storehouse of vitamin C, pectin, and many rare polyphenols. When you scoop 1-2 spoonfuls of pulp into a glass of warm water in the morning, the pectin immediately absorbs water and expands into a soft gel wrapping around the incoming food. This gel acts like a gentle brake, slowing the entry of sugar into the blood. As a result, blood sugar does not spike and the feeling of fullness lasts all the way until lunch. For those often fatigued by fluctuating blood sugar, just 1 glass of passion fruit water in the morning already makes a clear difference. Vitamin C in passion fruit acts as a shield against free radicals around the pancreas, protecting cells that have weakened with age. At the same time, polyphenols and a few mild alkaloids in the seeds and the white membranes surrounding them silently dilate blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and calm the heart rate, especially during times of stress. More than that, the pulp also contains a small amount of natural enzymes that help the liver release bile and improve fat digestion, something many with insulin resistance struggle with. In other words, within 1 small passion fruit, an older adult's body receives multiple benefits at once: steady blood sugar, stable blood pressure, stronger blood vessels, and a calmer mind. Using passion fruit is also very simple. In the morning, cut the fruit in half. Scoop the pulp into a 200 ml glass of warm water, stir well, and add a few thin slices of ginger to increase warmth and support circulation. Drink slowly, swallowing the small seeds to add insoluble fiber, the natural brush for the intestines. If you prefer a unique afternoon snack, mix the pulp with a few spoons of unsweetened Greek yogurt and sprinkle in soaked chia seeds. The result is a light snack of just over 120 kcal, but with enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep blood sugar steady all afternoon. For those accustomed to overnight oats, simply add a few spoonfuls of passion fruit pulp to your oats soaked in almond milk the night before. The natural sweet-sour flavor balances the starch, while the distinct aroma makes breakfast feel much fresher. If you want a boost for insulin sensitivity, try juicing passion fruit with half a green apple and a handful of spinach. This trio brings an interesting combination: vitamin C from passion fruit, potassium and chlorophyll from greens, and fiber from apple, all participating in activating the mechanism that pulls glucose into muscles. After drinking, you not only feel refreshed but also avoid sudden hunger mid-morning. However, like all foods, passion fruit has a few notes to keep in mind. Choose fruits with deep purple, slightly wrinkled skins, as this is when vitamin C and polyphenol content reach their peak and the flavor is pleasantly sweet. If the skin is still smooth, let it ripen at room temperature for another 1 to 2 days. When preparing, go easy on sugar. Added sweeteners can ruin the entire effect of moderating blood sugar. If extra sweetness is needed, a few drops of stevia or at most half a teaspoon of pure honey is enough. The pulp ferments easily, so store any leftovers in a sealed glass jar in the fridge and consume within 24 hours. People with sensitive stomachs should dilute it more or drink 15 minutes after a meal to avoid discomfort. For those taking blood pressure medication, monitor closely, as passion fruit may lower blood pressure slightly more than usual. Adding passion fruit to your daily routine is a simple choice but brings many values. It prolongs satiety, curbs sugar cravings, nourishes blood vessels, and supports the pancreas, all with just a few minutes of preparation. One small fruit, one golden glass of juice, in return for steady blood sugar, a calm heartbeat, and a relaxed mind. In the fight against insulin resistance, passion fruit is not a miracle, but it is certainly a worthy investment for anyone who wishes to live healthily and happily in their later years. The 5 foods above may sound familiar, but when used regularly and correctly, they can create changes beyond expectation. And to see this power clearly in reality, let us come to the story of Mrs. Linda, 71 years old, living in Phoenix, Arizona. She used to be an elementary school teacher, retired with the joy of gardening and reading books. But 3 years ago, test results showed her HbA1c at 7.0. Even though she had been taking blood sugar-lowering medication and limiting white rice, her condition hardly improved. Linda shared that what tired her out the most was the unending sugar cravings and the feeling of fatigue and heaviness in the head all afternoon. Early last year, her son, working in the field of community health, convinced his mother to try a small change, adding 3 food friends to her daily diet. Instead of sweets, she switched to a handful of roasted plain almonds in the afternoon. Her breakfast, which used to be only coffee and bread, was changed to whole oats soaked in almond milk, with a few spoonfuls of blueberries and chia seeds. At dinner, she focused more on quick stir-fried spinach or green salads. In addition, she still took her medication and continued light walking around the neighborhood as before without adding heavy exercise. After 3 months, the results surprised even herself. HbA1c dropped to 6.2, post-meal blood sugar stabilized, averaging 35 mg/dl lower. Linda said, "I no longer feel drained in the afternoon, my mind is clearer and my sleep is deeper." In addition, she lost more than 2 kg, her waistline became slimmer, and the doctor also recorded her bad cholesterol level dropping by 10 points. Linda concluded, "I didn't change my entire diet, I just added a few small habits, but my body responded with very clear signals." Mrs. Linda's story is not only a personal joy, but also clear evidence that small, consistent steps each day can open a big door to health. And as you can see, there is no need for any distant miracle. Just changing one breakfast, one snack, or adding one type of green vegetable, the body already responds with positive signals. The 5 foods we have just journeyed with, blueberries, almonds, whole oats, spinach, and passion fruit, are not miracle drugs, but they can become a reliable group of companions. When used at the right time and in the right way, they help blood sugar stay steadier, blood vessels become stronger, and daily energy more stable. From my experience working with many older adults, I have realized one thing: medicine can control the numbers, but food and habits are the real keys for you to truly master old age. And you do not need to change everything all at once. Choose one small thing. Apply it for 30 days and listen to your body. It could be a morning blueberry smoothie, a handful of almonds in the afternoon, or simply adding spinach to dinner. If today's content is helpful, please hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment about your experience, because who knows, your story may give hope to thousands of others who are searching for a way forward in their journey to control diabetes. Thank you sincerely for your companionship. You are the reason Health Journey continues to spread these values.